knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth. Greetings, everyone. Hi, it's me, Ms.Blue, the Oracle. Now, as you know, we are a... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio After Dark. It's been a cosmic ride to even get here. Let me let everyone know that we are live, and family, I want to let me take care of this. My goodness. Let me take care of this. See if this is working. Oh my goodness, welcome on in. Oh, welcome on in. My goodness. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, it's been a it's been a moment. I'm so glad that we are here. I had a whole internet outage to happen the moment I logged on, but we're back up and running. Wow, we're going to give everybody a minute to get themselves situated and come on in. Welcome to Planet Remix After Dark. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle. I am a practicing intuitive psychic medium. And I just want to welcome you all into the forum. I know we have new people in the house. And yes, oh my goodness, am I late? I am very, very late. But that's the reason why. But how are you doing? How are you feeling? We are right staring at the archway. For most of us around the world, we are in the archway of this very powerful, very magical lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse. It is the last lunar eclipse that we are going to have for a moment, for a moment. And closing out a very, very powerful cycle. A cycle that started back in 2021. So I want you to think back right now to 2021. Just kind of imagine, let everything kind of fade to black for a minute. And I want you to imagine what was going on in your life in 2021. Something that you wanted to put to rest, something that you just wanted to leave behind. It could have been something you wanted to heal. It could have been something you wanted to transform. It could have been something you needed to accomplish. It could have even been in the way of something you needed understanding on, you needed closure on. It might have been something that was puzzling you and you just didn't have the answers or didn't have the opportunity to get the answers you needed. But I'm quite sure that right now you are coming to that point where the closure is coming, where the closure is happening. And if you didn't already feel that closure, if you didn't already get that satisfaction of being able to complete a cycle, to dead a damn issue, something that needed to be deaded, if you didn't need to heal something, release something, transform something, accomplish something. And I don't want you to sleep on yourself. It could have simply have been that you needed an opportunity to truly, truly believe in yourself. And to finally know that boogeyman, that monster that was holding you back in this area of your life, that finally you cracked the glass ceiling and you stepped out and got your wings. You got your cosmic sacred wings and you were able to fly, to rise above where you are. So I want you to take this as an opportunity to do this reflection and to celebrate yourself, to celebrate how truly far you have come. These last couple of years have been very trying for so many of us on the planet. And if you didn't get hit these last couple of years, maybe it was a couple of years prior to that, you know? So now I understand that as it is written in astrology, with these alignments, because we're literally in the gateway between the solar eclipse and this lunar eclipse. But now we're really sort of moving our way towards this lunar eclipse. That so many people have broken legs, have had accidents, lost their jobs, broken relationships. Illnesses have come up, illnesses have been healed, receive unexpected blessings and money, had new people come into their lives and new business opportunities and opportunities to connect, opportunities to go back and make some wrongs right that we know we needed to make right. And finally, the opportunity presented itself in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way. So if you go back and you think about 2021, it was a time that you were daring, that you were bold, a time that many of you stepped out and took a chance on yourself because you knew that there was something else that you needed to do to get to the next level of your journey, of your evolution, that you needed to experience, that you needed to bring closure to, that you needed to get an understanding of, that you needed to work on healing, that you needed to find your peace, find your balance in. We are closing out many of those things at this time. And it's an opportunity, if we can seize the moment, to let it flow. I don't want to use release because that's a trigger word for humans on the planet, the spirit guides are telling me. But it's an opportunity to let it flow. And to know that all of these things, no matter what they were, was here to put you in a very powerful position of transformation, Transformation It's sort of like being handed the crown. And if you would take the crown, see, many times we're afraid of the crown. We're afraid to wear the crown. We're afraid to take the sword. We're afraid to take the crown. We're afraid to take a seat, a rightful place in our lives. In our lives. We're afraid to take our rightful place in our lives and recognize that a lot of times we set things up for ourselves and we say, listen, if we get to this particular date and we have not transformed, I don't care what the universe has to do to get me in proper alignment. I don't care what I have to experience. I don't care if that's sickness. I don't care if that's a broken relationship. I don't care if that is losing a job. I don't care what I have to experience. Do what I need to do so I can get back into proper alignment. This is the power of taking empowerment, of you calling your power back from where you released it. Because if you don't, then you can't wear the crown. You can't take your rightful place. You can't do it because it still belongs to someone else. And so I knew, for those of you who've seen the funny Instagram of me and Baby Blue posting, because once I realized I had already been logged on at 8 o'clock, and I realized the internet had went down and she was in the background reading a Dr. Seuss book. I deleted it now. It's hilarious though. I'm sure it would have went viral. I put it in the story. She's reading a Dr. Seuss book and I'm on here going, greetings, Soul Family. Just want to let you know that currently right now, we're not going to be doing a show. We may have to go to Clubhouse. The internet is down. And she's in the background talking about, so you going to tell these people you ain't got no internet? I said, yes, I am. And I'm not. And she was like, I said, I'm recording. She's talking about, take me out, take me out. Nope. I'm going to leave you in because you said it. So we just kept going and I just posted it because I needed to post it. And right after that, the internet came back up. So she's, Baby Blue has been doing tarot card readings. This is real interesting, real magical over here, you guys. So she tells me, well, I just did a reading on it. It looks like it might not come back up till tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? She said, yep. She said, I'm not going to tell you who messing with the internet, but they messing with the internet. And you're not going to get your internet back till tomorrow. I said, okay, now this is where you watch your mama's magic because we're going to go live tonight because there is something that I need to say. And I know that the Soul Group want us to get together before this moment. And sure enough, so then just as the internet comes back up, she says, oh, I pulled another card. And they said, okay, it may come back up. So listen, it's a whole movement over here in a beautiful way. So yeah, it took a moment. It took a moment. But I want to say welcome in. I know some of you are saying, when did the show start? Is the show late? The show was late. I was late. I was over here fussing at my computer, although I love her. I love her. She's been glorious for me for many years. And I'm pointing at the computer. I should have recorded the whole thing. And I said, you have got to go. You're going. I'm done with you. And Baby Blue says, oh, it's not the computer's fault. That's probably Russia trying to tap in to get some information. I was so weak. I couldn't believe she said, I said, what? I said, okay, you can go back to what you're doing. And then she said, are you doing readings tonight? I can come on and do readings with you. So I was so excited. I said, you want to come on and do readings? Yeah, you're going to have to call me from Discord though. And so I said, well, I don't know how to. Yeah, I forgot. You're not up on technology like that. This is what she's telling me. Oh my goodness. So who knows? Baby Blue and Miss Blue doing readings one night, soon to come. I love it. Well, anyway, how's everybody feeling? Welcome on in. Let's get the likes up. This is just us getting together and celebrating. The energy is so high and so magical. I've had a pretty interesting, busy week. Some of you I definitely have to get back with. I know you've sent me many emails. I am going to get back with you. But I want to welcome everyone on in. I'm not going to take too long because it's already been a moment. I made me a nice, beautiful Starbucks jar of ceremony cacao, and I mixed it in with my Prince of Peace cappuccino. I'm telling you all this because, why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all of this because, hey, my higher self knew it was going to be a moment. It was going to be a moment. So my higher self was already preparing me. I have my cappuccino here, and it is so good. Listen, never sleep on your magic, because I've had this for a while and I used to buy them all the time. They're excellent for when you're traveling, when you have to catch an early flight, late flight, on a road trip, visiting people. It is this amazing cappuccino. They call it a 3-in-1. Have you guys heard of this? It's a 3-in-1 cappuccino. And it's by Prince of Peace. Prince of Peace. And I truly forgot how much I love this stuff. Like, I love it. It's so good. I don't often use them when I'm at home. But tonight I didn't want to pull out all of the things and the espresso maker and all of the things. I didn't want to pull it out. So I was able to just make it. It comes in a pack, and all you have to do is add your choice of either water, or you can add some sort of almond milk, whatever that is for you. I drink mine with water, and it's amazing. So tonight I had that. I had the packet, and I have it here. And the reason I have it here, because something just dawned on me while I was sipping on it. And every time I do have this, which I've been drinking it off and on lately, you know, the weather is changing. It's what I've coined as brown sugar time here in the West. And it's just a good time to just feel like having an internal hug. And it's called Prince of Peace. And it's interesting because one day I was making this in the middle of the day and I was working, and I said, I want like a little cup of cappuccino. And I made the cup of cappuccino, and less than 3 seconds, when I was in that sacred space of my love me space, of just loving myself and feeling that energy, because I love this, and transferring that energy to me. Um, I received about 6 or 7 text messages, and they just came in from you guys. Ding, 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 ding. And I was responding back to all of them saying, hey, let me know what sparked the text message, because everyone was saying, sending you so much love and light, Miss Blue. Oh, or Miss Blue, I love you. Or Miss Blue, I just wanted to tell you how helpful you've been in my life and I love you. I'm sharing this with you so you can see how energy works in real time. And these things happen a lot. But tonight, it really was just on my heart to share it with you. And Queenie had sent me a message. And in her message, I noticed she kept saying, I cover you in peace. I'm sending you so much love and peace and protection. And I remember her response because I wanted to see if anyone really, I knew they all were so tapped in, but I wanted to see if anyone could come. And Queenie was the one that was kind of the closest because she was talking about the peace. You remember that, Queenie? And it's because I was drinking my Prince of Peace cappuccino. My Prince of Peace cappuccino. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give that confirmation out to all of you guys. So I absolutely love our soul family. And I love how y'all don't play about me because I don't play about y'all. I love how y'all don't play about me. And I love that we can send love to each other. So I wanted to give that. But I have that. Here is the setup for tonight. This has been a busy week. So I have my Prince of Peace cappuccino. And after I took my shower, I have my Solo de Rey Janeiro, pistachio, and salted caramel body spray, body fragrance, or they call it body perfume. Have you guys heard of this? When I tell you this, I don't know what they got in this stuff. And no, none of this is not sponsored. But this Solo de Janeiro, however you say it, the pistachio and salted caramel. I mean, you may not think that's a good spray for your body, but it is so good. It's for your hair. It's for your body. It's so good. That mixed with the cacao and the Prince of Peace cappuccino, so good. So good. So good. I'm just saying. So we're going to be taking some calls. Let's get the call-in number. 515-605-9794 is the number to call. I want to do some shots out. That is for self-invested. Oh, it went down in class. My goodness, they are putting in the work. And just want to send love out to Self-Invested and the Self-Invested family because they are doing some big things. Listen, transformative things, especially when it comes to understanding energy. Of course, you know, in the Self-Invested University, the first course for the 7 weeks, well, the 8 weeks we're covering is chakras and really how to get into the self-mastery level of not only understanding energy, but how to read it, how to pull the information, the intelligence out of it, the wisdom and solutions, and diving deep and doing some amazing work. So shouts out to them. Shouts out to everyone in the blue room. Sending you so much love to everyone in the blue room. all of the stars in the building, the magic makers in the building, in the Blue Room. Shouts out to our moderators in the building. Shouts out to Lola Falana moderating for us this evening, as well as Brother Lance and Mr. Dante. Just sending them so much love, and to everyone in the Blue Room. And to you, if you're new and you're listening, and if this is your very first time listening, yeah, welcome on in. And definitely, I'm going to give you some cosmic directions so you can find your way on over to the world famous Blue Room. And to get to the Blue Room, all you have to do is come over to YouTube. And once you get to YouTube, you're going to type in Blue, BLUE. That's me. And then Raz, RAS, and Berry, BERRY. That's me too. And it's going to lock you in and you're going to be able to come in. Tonight, Starlight Guidance. Oh my goodness. The cosmic portal is open. And if you didn't know, now you know. The cosmic portal is open. Literally, the Akashic records are open. Literally, that veil where our ancestors are, they have come marching, 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 marching. They're marching in. And they have messages. If you have questions for your ancestors, they have answers, because they come for the questions and they come for the answers. They come to offer you solutions, especially when it comes to your life and how you're feeling, how you're dealing with your life. The other thing that I want to say as well, spirit guides. The spirit guides are going to be receiving an upgrade, as well as many of us. Because once we cross over into this portal, it's like going into another chapter. If you've ever read a really, really good book and you've dived in deep, I'm talking about real deep into a good book. And all of a sudden, you know how when you're reading that book and it's time for you to go to sleep, but it's time for you to go to sleep. It's time for you to go night-night. You know it's time for you to lay it down. You done went way past the point of no return, but you are still there and you are still reading. Almost, I'm going to tell you what it's like. Who here, and I want to challenge you, who here has read or heard of the Zodiac Academy? Anybody read the Zodiac Academy books? Anybody? It's dark fantasy romance by these two chicks. Anybody? Let me tell you, the Zodiac Academy is off the chain. Now, before you come for me, I haven't read the book. I haven't. But a friend of mine has read the book. And through us talking about it and really diving into it, it's something I really want to get into. Someone said, that's old. It may be old to you, but it is new to me because I didn't know about it. I mean, after all, we're living the Zodiac Academy. So many of the things she told me in the book is things that we are living here. So book number 1 is called The Awakening, the Zodiac Academy. It's by Carolyn Peckham and Susan Valentine. So I recognize if you know this, just kind of plug your ears or tap your feet while we talk about this, since this is old to you. But for those of us that this is not old, listen, I think it's one we should dive in. And the very first book is going to start out with Gemini, because each one of the books are each of the zodiac sign, but it goes deep. And it has some trigger things in there, so you may want to read it. You may want to, before you just go click Amazon and say you're going to buy it, you might want to kind of read through it a little bit. But very interesting, very interesting. So I thought I'd bring that up. I think that would be a good, book for us, especially getting into the month of November, December. Maybe we can get the first one, The Awakening. And I think it's so powerful because guess what? Not only are the spirit guides getting an upgrade, but we have an opportunity. Notice I say potential with doing some soul reflections to have an upgrade as well. I know we like to think that awakenings, ascension, all this stuff just happens by osmosis, but it doesn't. It doesn't happen by osmosis. This is literally something that you can activate with your free will. Yes, Tammy, it has 11 books in it. That's why I say we got to start with The Awakening. We got to start with The Awakening. And Phoenix just had the Blue Room Book Club. That's what it's going to be. So we need to definitely start thinking about if we're going to get this book and really commit, because last time I kind of dropped the ball a little bit on the book on the book club thing. But definitely, if we put it on Front Street, we put it in the Blue Room, then we definitely can get together and be able to think about it. So the spirit guides are also getting an upgrade as well. And we're going to talk about that some more. Now, I want to do a couple of announcements because those are coming. Yes, we're still doing our Hallows Eve get together on the 31st. No, I haven't posted anything as of yet, but it will be posted. And if you're on the text line, if you are following on social media, that's where you will get the notification of that as well. It's going to be limited. Remember, everyone who comes, we're just going to be having fun that night. Number one, I am going to be doing readings. I am going to bring some special guests through. We're going to be tapping into the realm of what we call the dead. We're going to be doing that. We're going to get some understanding there. We're going to do all of those amazing things. We're going to tap into that energy. And have a lot of fun and share some techniques and things with you guys and just get together and just kind of have our little Halloween get together. We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. So I'm going to post that. It's going to be something where everyone can get together. Yes, it's going to be on Hallows Eve, and it's going to be on Hallows Eve, which is going to be the 31st, which is Tuesday. Depending on what part of the world you live in, it's going to be on the 31st. So you'll know. Now, here's the other thing. I don't know if we're going to do a recording. I don't know if I'm going to send out a recording. You kind of need to be there. It's kind of like we have in our own we in our sanctuary, and we have in our own little seance. Don't get spooked out by that word. That's just calling upon speaking. And no, we're not using a Ouija board or anything like that. That's particularly not my jam, because when you go in with a Ouija board, you open up portals and gateways and anybody can come through. And I just don't think, I'm into real-time magic. So I don't need to be opening up portals, just letting people in. That's kind of like being at the concert and they got the gate closed and all of a sudden they just open the gate and everybody bum rush in, people jumping over stuff and they didn't buy a ticket and do all that. No, we don't want none of that. We don't do that. We deal with high frequency and light, and we have some decorum about us, even though we like to have fun, and we deal with, beautiful information. So yeah. Yeah, I don't mess with that. Ooh, Starlight Guidance. Oh, Miss Blue, I love how you called it starlight guidance. I have been staring up the stars every night, downloading and activating starlights in my body. And of course, that's coming from Geo. And yeah, Geo is definitely in that angelic realm, which by the way, the angels, the angels are coming out the yin yang. And speaking of which, let's just take a moment right now and send love out to the planet. You remember last week, I gave that reminder that everywhere you go to sprinkle high vibes and vibration because I felt something coming. I really did. I never want to come on here and use fear to motivate us to love because to me, that would be an oxymoron to use fear to motivate people to love. But I will say this, I know that if it wasn't for ourselves and many others on the planet not sending so much love and light, that things could possibly be much, much worse on the planet now. So I want us to continue to spread love and light wherever you go. If you're driving down the street, if you're in the grocery store, you know, if you're at a football game, basketball game, your children's school, if you're at your place of work, if you're at Starbucks, wherever, if you're in Target, just sprinkle love. And for those of you who've been with me for many, many years, I did a spirit class many years back, and that was one of them to show you how to raise the frequency and send out sparkles. At that time, I was calling it confetti, where you just see it like confetti just covering the place and everyone around where you're at. And just kind of send all of that energy out. But let's just take a moment of silence and send some ashes and send love out to those who are continuing on their journey, that are leaving the planet at this time, and as well to their families and their loved ones. That's who we should really be sending love and peace to. That's who really should be able to feel it in the air and in the atmosphere. Contrary to popular belief, it's not a bad thing to send love to people you care, or send love to people, or, that you feel, unless you have a reason, a real solid reason. But to send love to those who, in their time of need, because those individuals, those souls are open. They're open to the heavens. They're open to the divine. They're open to their loved ones. So they're the ones who can receive it. Because remember, just because you send love to someone, or light to someone, or peace to someone, if they're not open to receiving that from you or just from anyone, it just floats out into the atmosphere. But I think that we can be very intentional about how we send love and light to our space, to our cities, to our towns, to our states, to our countries, to our continent, to our planet, to send it out. And especially when there's tragedy like this, and especially when we're getting up every single day, sending them love and light as they continue on their journey, as they continue. And it doesn't matter your level of understanding, because we know that there's only so many ways when a soul is ready to transcend that they can leave their body. And so the love and the light and the protection is really needed for their loved ones that are still here. This still here. And ultimately, we have to change, or maybe that's not the correct word. Ultimately, we would do ourselves well to have a more balanced understanding about life and death. We would do ourselves well to get a healthy understanding about this thing called life and death. Because it's one of those things that all of us on the planet will eventually have to go through to ascend to our next point, and wherever that may be, because we all get to go to heaven. And so for all of us here, the best love and light you can do for their family is to send them love and light, and for you to continue to keep your frequency high. And I know it's difficult at times, but to follow your heart, look towards the North Star, and to continue what you feel your divine and soul purpose is. Yeah, because a lot of times we take on, as loving beings on the planet, we take on all of this pain of everyone else, yet again canceling out ourselves and internalizing it. And it really disempowers us from being that light that we're supposed to be on the planet. Now we can't function. And so now we have more bodies that are dead and disempowered on the planet, as opposed to more of us being more committed to our family, more committed to our soul family. So sending out love, sending out blessings, sending out ashes and divine blessings. I see Doreen is saying, sending love to Priestess Shakesha and her family, and ashe to her father and to her father. I wasn't aware of that, but we will definitely send her out love and light. And so thank you for that, Doreen. But sending love out to everyone who's dealing with pain, everyone who's dealing with that, and allowing ourselves to go through that point of transformation, that point of grieving, that point of that. But allow that to be something very sacred to you and very intimate to you, and not trying to take the sorrows of the world in your heart. Yeah. Yeah. So ashe, ashe, ashe to the ancestors. Ashe, ashe. Yeah. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Yeah. So all around the world. So we're going to get ready to take some calls. I got to do that again. Because truly, anytime we have major portals open, times of eclipse season, there's going to be souls who leave the planet. There is going to be souls who leave the planet. And this is why, our ancestors would always say, our elders always say, you should live each day as if it is your last. And this is why we have to let things flow. Let things flow and let things go. Because if you're holding on to something from months ago, weeks ago, years ago, days ago, from when you were a child, holding on to that in itself is death. It is death of your light. It is death of you. It is the true meaning of how the planet has zombies walking around And a zombie is not something you see in a video game or the Walking Dead TV show. Zombies are individuals who are not living. They're living in a state of pain. They're living in a state of anger. They're living in a state of sadness. They're disconnected from their greatness of who they are. They're disconnected from their own true power, their true essence of who they are. That's a zombie. A zombie is someone who feels that they have been inflicted by something outside of themselves. That something outside of themselves has damaged their soul, their spirit, their mind. And they can't shake it. They can't shake it. They can't come into their true power, their true essence of who they are. So these are the things that we have to let go of and find a way to really empower ourselves, to take our rightful crown, to take our rightful seat in our life and in our world, and have that responsibility. So we're going to go to the phone lines. Yeah, let me give out that number. 515-605-9794 is the number to call. And yeah, that's the number to call. And for international callers out there, you do need to dial the U.S. country code and then dial 515-605-9794. And that's going to get you locked into the remix. Or you can come over to blogtalkradio.com/the remix. And once you do that, you're going to click Direct Connect when the show is live, and you'll be able to log on to come through. And it's okay, because it's a new day. It's a new dawn. And I'm feeling good. And we can all feel good. That's your birthright. You got to know that feeling good and loving yourself is your birthright. And I want Planet Remix to be that reminder every time we get together. It's your birthright. Do not be bamboozled out in these cosmic streets to make you think that you have to dim yourself down, play dumb, be sad, be negative, or stay in the ego, lower mind. And that's normal. No, that's abnormal. That's very abnormal.
La 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 la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
Oh, that is so true. Say it with me. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, life will. If nothing else moves you, listen here. Life will. Shouts out to all of our international listeners in the building. I've been speaking with a lot of our soul family in the Middle East, and I am certainly sending them love with all the things that is going on over there as well. We got to get it together on planet Earth. We really do. So we're going to go to the phone lines tonight, or this morning, this afternoon. Let's get those likes up. More than 130 people in the Blue Room alone. And only 88 likes, but I like it. I like that 88 likes. I like that number 88. The infinity number. Let's run it up. Let's run it up, soul family. So we're going to go to the phone lines. How we feeling? How we feeling? Got a lot of new people in the Blue Room. Welcome on in. Just welcome on in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do that. Just got to let some of y'all know we live. We live. We live. We're live. And we started a little late, so know you right on time. What's the song? You're not always there when you know what I'm saying. You're not always there when I call, but you always on time. Yeah, you know the deal. We're going to go to the phone lines. And by the way, I've been getting your emails. And yes, that's coming too. I know I keep saying coming too, but here's something I want you to know. Stay open. Just stay open. The one-on-one readings are coming. The one-on-one readings are coming. I'm going to be posting. Gio, the one-on-one readings is coming. The one-on-one readings is coming. I will be opening that up. I'm just kind of riding out this wave, and I'm staying open. I'm really staying open, and I want you to too. Stay open. Right now, we are changing. We are elevating for our greatness. You got to know that. So don't rush. No rush. You know how that song say? No rush. Blum, 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 blum. That song. All right. So we're going to go to the first caller, and we're going to go in to the first caller. Spirit's just kind of telling me to go to this caller, go to this number, and it's going to be the caller calling in from area code 7132. 7132. And, some interesting energy, 7132, ready to talk to you. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Seven one three two. Going once. Oh, 7132 dropped their call. I had a beautiful message for 7132's. Let's go to the next caller. By the way, we know this is a full moon, right? We know this is a full moon. And I am so glad we got moderators. Because I understand sometimes it's like, as Michael Jackson saying, sometimes you can't help yourself, even if you wanted to. But that's okay. Because we are here to help you help yourself. You can't help yourself? We're going to help you. Yes, it is a full blood moon lunar eclipse. Say it with me. Full blood moon lunar eclipse. And matter of fact, the last one of 2023. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 9189. A lot of nines going on. 9189.
Hello, Ms.Blue. What's going on?
What's good? Who's on the line, please?
This is Unity.
UNITY.
It is I.
Yeah, greetings, Unity. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well. So the reason for my call tonight is I'm trying to figure out what is going on with my daughter's sinuses. She's having this ongoing, sneeze situation. So I'm just trying to see if give me some guidance in that area.
Okay. All right. So here's a couple of things I need to ask you. Is your daughter 10? How old is she?
She's 14.
She's 14. Okay. 10 was my first son. I want to go back to when she was 10 and even when she was 13. Those two years, because I feel like something sort of changed. I don't know if she moved, you guys moved to a different place or somewhere else. But go ahead.
Yes, we did move last year, we actually moved a couple times last year,
Mm-hmm.
and and then when she was 10, let's see, that would have been in 2023. I think we had just moved into our. Honestly, I can't recall.
Okay. So here's a
2003.
couple of things with her and her sinuses. We're going to talk about the emotional component, but I'm just going to dive in and
Mhm.
do a quick scan on her. I feel like it's
Okay.
something she's eating in her diet, like she's allergic to it. Have you
Okay.
removed all milk from her diet, all dairy?
Um, no.
This is the main thing that's coming up. You're gonna have to take her off that dairy. She's allergic. She's allergic to it. This is what I'm
Okay.
picking up, that she's allergic to it. But now let's get to the point of sinuses and what's happening. So it's a couple of things
Okay.
that's going on because she's a very bright young lady,
Yes,
very
very.
smart, very bright. And often she's coming into more of her personality. She may or may not
Mhm.
have told you, sometimes in class she's going to be a little shyer when it comes to answering
Mhm.
questions because she doesn't want to feel like she's a know it all. But these
Yes.
sneezes is really her. You can let her hear Miss Blue say this if it's okay with you and the family. These sneezes and this
Mhm.
allergy is coming on because she's holding her brilliance back. So,
Okay.
often when you're sneezing, it's like the subconscious, the intuition is coming online. It's saying, achoo, ha, 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 achoo, and it's taking it all in.
Uh-huh.
This is her trying to play herself down. And so I want you
Mhm.
to really sit down with her and support her in how bright she is because she's so creative. I don't even think, and I don't mean no disrespect to you and the family, I don't even think you guys know how brilliant this child is and how her mind sees things. Like, I literally want her to pick up a paintbrush, take a painting class, take a musical class. She
Mhm.
needs another class or
She's in
something.
band.
Say it again.
She's in band. She's in
Great.
band,
She's in
and she's
band.
been marching. Plays the bassoon. So, because
Mhm.
I was like, and she also plays the baritone, which are both. Yeah, well, the baritone is a horn,
Yes.
and so I was trying to make that connection. I was like, but she loves music, and
Yes.
she's really great at drawing art.
Oh my
She's
gosh. I'm telling
very, very
you.
creative.
So,
So, yeah.
I am telling you the truth. This child is a
Mhm.
prodigy. She is brilliant, and her mind is brilliant. And I want you to give her
Mhm.
more support there, but she's going to have to clean her
Okay.
diet up because what's happening
Okay.
with this milk, because I want you to understand the symbolization. See, when she's getting into these creative spaces, it is opening up
Mhm.
her crown chakra, her heart chakra, her solar plex, her third eye. Like, she's tapping into so many different things. Really sit her down and see if there's something she wants to create for herself. If it's a piece of
Okay.
music, if it's a drawing and she want to maybe put it in a book or maybe enter into a contest, or if she wants to do something because she's going to need constraints outside of her school where she can feel
Yeah.
free to shine and show her greatness. Cuz this baby, listen, listen, will be
Yep.
taking
Yep. Yep.
taking the
It's funny
family
that you
to
said that because
Mhm. Go ahead.
it's funny you said that because we were just having a conversation about she was saying how much she loves band, and the reason why she loves it so much is because the band kids, she said, they're so free, they don't care, they just go out there and
Yes.
have a good time. No,
Yes.
and she was like, I feel really free there. She's like, at school, everybody's scared to do so. She's like, but a band, we
Yes.
band kids. She was like, we're just so free. And I was
Yes.
like, I get it, I
Yes.
understand. And
So,
she has just, yeah. So.
Yeah, just support
We just
her.
had that conversation.
Yeah,
But
give
yes.
more support to her and just how brilliant she is. And never let
Okay.
her forget that, because those sneezes, and she's probably getting them a lot, either when she comes home from school, right after school, right before
Yes,
bed.
yes, yes,
Oh, so you see, I can
yes. And
see
I'm
this.
like, yes. And
Yes,
I'm oh my, why? Because she goes to bed and stuff, she's fine.
that's
And
right.
then she comes home and she said, "What is going on when you walk in this house?" And I've tried
Because
every
she
remedy.
finally gets a chance to let it all out. And this is the
Yeah.
subconscious taking it in. It's taking it in. But you're just going to help her to
Okay.
balance that out. Meanwhile, we're going to take her
Okay.
off of milk and find an alternative
Yeah.
for her, for that milk.
Okay.
And then also, if you make her any kind of tea or anything, find local honey, like something local,
Mhm.
and put a little bit of local
Okay.
honey in there for her. And that's just going to help her on the physical, because she's manifested this in the physical, but it comes from her holding her brilliance back so much. If
Okay.
you, I know you're her mama. Shout out to you and her daddy, because y'all did a beautiful thing. But if you could see her the way she came through, baby, this child right here. Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you how she wants her house. You know what she says when she wants her house? The queen is thirsty. The queen is hungry. And everybody called her queen ever since she was born.
Oh,
Where we went, they were like, "Look at little queen." And that's just the name that she
yes.
has been given since she was born. And she knows every bit of it. She was the only grandchild, niece, and everything on both sides of the family. And so Kylie, and she very much embraces that.
Yeah. Oh, well, give her so much love from Miss Blue. And
I will
just
most
keep, and
definitely.
kudos to you for being an amazing, loving mother and just supporting
Thank
her.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
thank you so very much.
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. Hold the line. Peace and love. Wow, how
Okay.
beautiful was that? Oh my goodness, you guys, if I was an artist and I could, there was a time that I used to draw auras. I may go back to doing that. Like I would draw you guys auras out, and sometimes I'd put the picture up. This was years and years and years and years ago. And I would put the pictures up on Facebook and stuff. You guys would laugh at it, but it was what I seen. It was literally what I seen in you guys. It really was. We're going to go to the next caller calling in from area code. You gave me my aura photo. I look at it every day. Oh, the hologram. Now, the holograms are different. By the way, thank you for that, Sammy. Everyone who attended the workshop and you received your holograms, please get into that and start. Those holograms are living portals. That's another energy I want you guys to start doing some spirit questing with from the Galactic Frequency Workshop. Your holograms, I made personal holograms. I sort of went in and tapped into each one of your holograms and showed you how I see you guys. I don't really see you as your fit picture or whatever you put up on social media. I seen you all. That's how I see you guys. That's how I see people when I'm doing readings. And I see so many of you saying that you look, Sammy says she looks at it every day. Doreen said it's so beautiful. Shaquan said mine is my screensaver and she has it at work with her. Yes, I want you guys to work with that. Here's the other thing. For those of you who have the Jupiter Money Kit, this is the time to tap into that Jupiter energy. This is the time to tap into your Jupiter energy. Get that Jupiter Money Kit. That is a living photo. Um, it's a portal, it's a gateway, and you can tap in. So you can do it with the Jupiter Money Kits as well. If you have the Jupiter Money Kit, then you know what I'm talking about. Work with that. But if you have your hologram, listen, screenshot it. I actually made mines into a Milky Way pass. You know, the passes they give you when you're VIP at the concert. I have it in that, slipped it in there, and I put it around my neck. I have it up in my studio here, screensavers. I have it on my phone. I have it everywhere with me, everywhere. In my notebooks when I'm journaling, I have my hologram in there. So you want to do that. If you have anything going on with your body, you can literally take it, put it on your body. It will do that. For those of you who are my real OGs in the building, when we did color chemistry, the color chemistry and the sigils that was in the color chemistry that the brother Dark channeled and made for me, and you got all of those templates that were in there. I want you to work with those from the color chemistry kit. You can work. So any of those things, you can begin to start working with those to really, really just elevate yourself at this particular time. Yeah, you can do that. So you can place it on your body if you got a headache or any of those. And Marjorie, hey Marjorie, Marjorie said, I made mine into an Oregon coaster. Let me tell you, Marjorie has sent me some of the coolest things that I've ever seen. The coolest things. And she makes some of the coolest things ever. Listen, from her organs that pyramids she made for me to my organ unk filled with all of these beautiful crystals. That her and Lady Grace made for me. Just amazing. And she's so magical and so powerful. I'm not going to put you on the spot. When you're ready, let me know. I'm Marjorie, but she makes some amazing, beautiful things. I don't know if I ever showed you guys the cross, but in my lives, you will have seen them that I have, and the pyramid as well, and many other things. They're so, so magical and filled with so much energy. And of course, we know the goddess rainwater, like all of these tools. This is the beautiful time for us to begin to start working with these things. So we're going to continue. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in. See, this is why I got to write it down because I'll forget. Let's go to 9794. 9794, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who's on the line, please?
Hello?
Hello.
You can hear me, Ms.Blue?
I can hear you.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, it's Antonio. Hey, Ms.Blue.
Hello.
It's Antonio. I'm in Minnesota at the moment.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Hold on, Antonio. Something tells me I need to spray some of my Rio de Janeiro 62, my pistachio and salted caramel. I need to ante up a little bit. Yes, I'm listening. How can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Blue, some months ago, you have revealed to me that I was part of something called the Lost Boys, as you call it. And my question was, what is the Lost Boys? I know you know way more about it because I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, I would have given you some direction. So, did you go and research? Because I told you to study Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. Did you go study that?
No, ma'am. I didn't. I was just watching a lot of Tupac videos and
Yeah, Tupac was a part of the Lost Boys, so you're not far from that. So what did you get out of it? What did you get out of it? And I want you to, try to stay out of your mind and just what did you get from that? And then I'm gonna share some more things with you. But what did you get?
Yeah. I just thought it was very interesting, but I
You didn't see
felt
her.
like it was something like a different path, and a different calling, I guess. But it was really interesting to me. I have a million questions, but I that's
Well, so
You know
so
that, Miss Blue.
that's okay. No, 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 that's fine. So you did do the work, so that's fine. I think what's getting you caught up is the word loss, because often when we hear loss, we think it's somebody who's without knowledge, who doesn't know what they're doing and don't know where they're going. And it's quite the
Yes,
opposite.
ma'am.
It's quite the opposite. See, the lost boys are individuals. It's kind of like somebody sleeping on somebody. It's kind of like, have you ever, somebody underestimating you? You know how somebody may say, "Oh, you
Yes,
ain't
ma'am.
never you're never going to be able to do that, or you're never going to be able to accomplish that." That sort of kind of, they're putting that lost boy energy on you. A lot of people counted Tupac out, but
Yes.
Tupac went on to do some things that many have not been able to achieve, with greater technology, with more freedom, with more
Yes, ma'am.
understanding, with access to more. They haven't. He was a rapper. He also stood for the culture. He was able to make it into films. He was an
Mm-hmm.
actor. He did several things that he wanted to accomplish in his life. He spoke his mind. He spoke it with love, and he spoke it forcefully. Now, it's not about being a perfect person. And it's interesting you mentioned Tupac, because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just wore my Tupac t-shirt yesterday. All eyes on me. But really, he was open to where his life was leading him. And he allowed the things in
Yes,
his life
ma'am.
that caused him pain. He was able to he was an alchemist. He transmuted that pain into his music. He put it out, his energy, in a very
Yes, ma'am.
unique way. You understand, when something bothered him, like, what's the song he wrote about the young girl? Was it Brenda? Many people don't know that.
Brenda got a baby? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the story about Brenda, we did a whole show on this many, many years ago. Many people don't know that there's a reason he
Oh,
did a
wow.
story about Brenda. Because, see, Brenda was the one who started the LA riots, because she was going to school, had her backpack, and I think I'm getting the story right. And she was buying some orange juice inside a store, and it was an Asian corner grocery store owned by those of Asian descent. And they accused her of stealing, pulled out a gun, and they shot and killed her. You understand?
Oh, wow.
And
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you realize, he was really sort of, causing his own revolt through his music and through the people. That's why even now it's generations that wasn't even alive when Tupac was alive, but they are so very much connected to Tupac and to his message and the frequencies in his music, you know? And so these are some of the qualities, these are some of the attributes of a lost boy. You understand? Um, these are,
Yes, ma'am.
and you could be the reason you're in this lost boy category, that you somehow have counted yourself out. And so the reminder here is to not count yourself out, to
Yes,
not
ma'am.
count yourself out, to not count yourself out.
Thank you.
To never count yourself out. I see some real good things coming up for you. Um, and
Thanks, Miss Blue.
really good things. No, seriously. One, I feel like you're going to be under some scrutiny, and someone's going to have a misunderstanding about something you said, did, or was supposed to do or not have done. And you're going to have to
Yes,
take a
ma'am.
risk, make sure you stay open, offer forgiveness to them, and you're going to just see the elevation that comes. And it could be really quick. It could be something as simple as, I told you to take out the trash and you didn't do it, and you say, "Yes, I did." Don't argue. Don't argue. Know that things are
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
balance themselves back out. But hold the faith, because you are doing the work on you. And once again, I might have told you this last time, but your heart chakra, you are taking in beautifully in a very balanced way, which is hard to do. Very
Thank
balanced,
you, Miss Blue.
balanced way. You are taking in energy through the front and the back. Your third eye is healthy, not expanded, not too big, not overblown, not out of balance, front or back. Next couple of days may be a little shaky for you. Just go within, kind of stay a little quiet, get a little rest whenever you need to have some rest. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Miss Blue.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Hold the
Peace
line.
and love. Thank
Hold
you.
the line. I'm gonna have to look that up, but hey, I'm taking you guys word. If that's not the right song for Tupac, I know we did the research to find out what was really behind it. So I may have the wrong song, but the message is still true. Hmm. Don't kill the messenger. You got the point. You got the point. Well, he got the point, which was so beautiful. And I meant to give him some sparkles. Let's give him, got to give him some sparkles. We're going to go to the next caller. Let's see where we are. Where are we? We're going to go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7132. 7132, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. They just listening. They just need to put their hand down. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 8438. 8438, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are.
Hi, Ms.Blue.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. I finally got into you. I've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks now.
Oh my goodness. Who's on the line?
This is Veronica from Darlington,
Okay, greetings,
South
Veronica.
Carolina.
Okay, is this your first time calling in?
Oh, no. You know Huey.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're Huey's mother?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful, Veronica. How are you and how can I help?
Hi. I really want to talk to you, but, I just really want you to read my spirit guides to me and tell me whatever else that you feel I should know.
Mm-hmm. Well, every time that I am speaking with you all, I'm talking to God, the universe, your ancestors, your spirit guides. They kind of coming through too. But let's see what message
And okay.
and
Ancestors.
what your spirit guides have to say. That's coming through for
Okay.
you. So here's a couple of things. Number one, I see this beautiful tree. Veronica, beautiful tree. And it has these, what I call brown sugar time, like the tree is going into dormant. Like the leaves are kind of Bordeaux and it has this ruby red and sort of this very, very burnt orange color. You know how the trees look in the fall time when the weather starts to change, and you've ever seen those trees and they begin to start changing their energy and their color? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is kind of where I see you at this particular time.
I'm actually sitting outside by a tree just like that.
See, you can't make this up. I love it when you guys know your magic. I love it because you know what it does, Veronica? It allows me to see very clear because you're so open. And this is going to be your superpower, especially in this gateway season that we're in at